Thank you for joining me. I am Christian Evans and I want you to have a successful day. Today I will be showing you how to make overnight oats. I have oatmeal raisin, also have peanut butter and chocolate and strawberries and cream. So stay tuned so I can show you how to make them. Alrighty, let's get started with our overnight oats. I have 3 mason jars. I have some almond milk, raisins, nutmeg, cinnamon, honey, some Quaker oats, and some cocoa powder, unsweetened cocoa powder. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our mason jars, we're going to measure out 1.5 cups of almond milk. Now we're going to put that in each one of our mason jars, as you see here, and got that other half going right there, and we measure out 1 full cup of oats. That's all you need. So 1.5 cups of almond milk to 1 cup of oatmeal. And I like to use these quick oats. I've used the old-fashioned kind, and they work just as well. I just so happen to have these quick oats, and I'm kind of like those a little bit better. I go back and forth. So we're going to start with our oatmeal raisin. So I have my nutmeg, right? And so we're going to take our measuring spoon and measure out 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. And then we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Be careful with too much cinnamon, it could dry your throat out. We're going to take 1 box of Sun-Made raisins. Yes, this brand I really like. You know, they're a lot tastier than the cheaper brand. So this is my favorite brand, the Sun-Made. So we put those in there and we get some honey. Now, this is going to be about, I would say about a teaspoon of honey. I don't like putting it into the measuring spoons because, you know, I lose about half of it in there. So I'm going to give this a quick stir and just make sure we stir it from the bottom and just make sure we get everything well incorporated because it's going to be sitting overnight. So now we're going to start with our peanut butter and chocolate overnight oats. So now we're going to take our 1/4 teaspoon of Hershey's unsweetened cocoa powder. You want to make sure you're careful with that. Too much of it will make it very bitter. And do about a teaspoon of honey. And we're just going to stir this up. I'm not going to put the peanut butter in there tonight. I'm just going to make sure I get all that just stirred in, right? So now we're just going to take our last mason jar for our strawberries and cream, and we're going to make sure we put about a teaspoon of honey in there. So about a teaspoon of honey in every one. So I want to put that in there and get that stirred up. I don't put the strawberries in there because they're going to be mush. You want to make sure they're fresh. So we're going to put the lids on these and put them in the refrigerator, let them sit overnight. So while those are sitting in the refrigerator, getting all that flavor all meshed into there, we're going to take some strawberries. We're going to take some fresh ones. Always get fresh. Fresh is always the best. So if you can, always try to get fresh. And so I love strawberries. It's one of my favorite fruits, if not my all-time favorite fruit. So I'm just going to get about 3 of them right now and just slice them down the middle and turn them and slice them again, just quarter them. And just, you know, slice them into small pieces. So I'm going to put this in a container and I'm just going to set this in the refrigerator until I'm ready to put these into the oatmeal. These oats did sit overnight, and so it's the next morning, and we have all 3, our strawberry one, our chocolate and peanut butter, and our oatmeal raisin. So this is the plain one that I'm going to use for our strawberries and cream. So I'm just going to take the top off, and so you guys can check the consistency here. You know, it's a perfect consistency for me. You know, I don't want it too tight and I don't want it too runny. You know, so I'm just gonna, you know, stir this around, and now I'm going to add my strawberries. And so we're going to take our strawberries over here, and I'm just going to dump them all in there because I love strawberries. Remember, fresh is the best. If you have the frozen ones, it's going to retain a lot of water in it, and then if you put them in there like so, and then you let it like sit, the water is going to, you know, drain off in there, and you know, the oatmeal is going to be a little bit runny, in my opinion. But you know what, you can try it if you want. You know, everything is all trial and error. That's all cooking is, you know, time, temperature, trial and error. And flavor. So just going to try to stir this as much as possible. Some's going to just fall over there, but we're just going to just make sure we try to stir everything in as best as possible. And stirring it from the bottom, you can see how thick it's getting because everything's settled at the bottom. So that's the beauty, again, in overnight oats. So you see it right there. And that's pretty much all there is to it for the strawberries and cream one. So we're just going to set it down over here, the top on there. So now we have our peanut butter and chocolate, or chocolate and peanut butter, however you want to say it. The C comes before the P in the alphabet, so it should be chocolate and peanut butter. All right, whatever. So you saw the consistency right there. I think that one turned out really good. So I have some homemade peanut butter. As you can see, I've been taking my fair share of big spoonfuls of it. You want to know how to make your homemade peanut butter? I will provide the link in the description box on how to make it. So I just got a spoonful of peanut butter, and I'm just going to put it in here, and I'm just going to stir it around. I thought about putting the peanut butter in at night, but I thought that it would just settle down at the bottom and clump up. I may try next time I do it to put the peanut butter in there, let it sit overnight. Maybe it'll, disperse a little bit better. But this still turned out fine. So you just stir it in there like so, and voila, that's pretty much it right there. You got your chocolate and peanut butter overnight oats. So now, last but not least, we have our oatmeal raisin. Now, as you can see, the raisins, they're settled in there. It's a pretty good consistency. So now we're just going to take the lid off of here, and we're just going to open it, and we're just going to make sure everything is, looking nice. And you see the consistency right there, kind of looks like Jell-O a little bit. I'm just going to stir everything from the bottom. And these are very good. I've been doing oatmeal raisin for the past week, just trying to make sure I get the consistency right. And, it's trial and error. Like I said, time and temperature and trial and error. So there you have it. All three of my overnight oats. So we're just going to put the lid back on there and, have our way with them. So there you go. We got our strawberry and cream. We have our chocolate and peanut butter. And we also have our oatmeal raisin. So I want to thank you for taking time out to watch this video. Please let me know what you think by giving this video a thumbs up and leaving me a comment below. Let me know if you tried overnight oats or what your favorite overnight oat recipe is. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you haven't done it already, please subscribe to my blog, christiansweightsuccess.net. Thank you and have a successful day. Hello, I'm Christian Evans. I lost nearly 200 pounds without any diet pills or surgery. I feel way better than I did when I was this guy right here. Believe it or not, I'm the same person, but a different mindset. I'm more energetic, I'm more healthier, and I have the best outlook on life than I've ever had in my entire life. I want you to have this same good feeling like I have. I have a program for you, and it's called the Christian's Weight Success Starter Program. Direct message me to learn more.